Tony, back in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. I've got Beetle Bailey with me in the background, and in case there's any question, that one is Beetle Bailey. Okay, the one on the right, that's Beetle Bailey. I'm a little bleary-eyed right now. I've spent the past several hours going through a lot of research on the estate tax and its impact on planned giving, and specifically bequests, trying to keep it simple, just focusing on bequest giving. I looked at research from the IRS, the Congressional Budget Office, the Tax Policy Center, and some articles by private companies. I think the consensus is that it's hard to say what's going to happen. If I had to guess and draw a conclusion from everything I read, I'd say that there is going to be some decline in bequest giving, with the estate tax either reduced or eliminated. But I think the bigger news, maybe I should have even started with this, but the bigger, more important news is we're talking about changes at the very highest levels of wealth, like the top 1/2 of 1%. They're the people who are going to be impacted by a change in the estate tax, whether it's repealed or the tax levels are reduced. You know, for the vast majority of people, and maybe it's everybody watching my videos, you know, you probably don't have donors at that level. I mean, you're dealing with the other 99.5% of our adult population. So I wouldn't sweat the changes in the estate tax with respect to changes in planned giving much at all. I just think for the donors at the levels of wealth that yours are, you just want to keep emphasizing what the value is for long-term gifts to your work, to your mission. How is that going to impact generations to come? What new programs are you going to be able to do? What important programs are you going to be able to sustain through long-term gifts in people's wills? Now, you do have to deal with, there is something out there, the standard deduction. There's a proposal to increase that. It might double from $6,000 to $12,000. That is going to mean that fewer people are going to itemize because they're not going to need to itemize to get deductions at the level that they would take. So fewer people are going to itemize, and that means fewer people are going to claim charitable deductions, have an opportunity to claim charitable deductions, and that could reduce your giving. But that assumes that people are giving to you because they're getting a charitable deduction. Call me a Pollyanna. I believe that is not what motivates the vast majority of people giving to your organization's work. I think they're giving to you because they love what you do, not because they get a tax deduction for it. There are some people that are motivated by taxes, yes, for sure. I think they're a small minority. Most people are giving because they love your work. So again, you want to emphasize what giving to your work does. How does it change lives, save lives? Keep telling those stories. And again, I believe the vast majority of people giving to you are doing it because they support your work. They believe in you. All right. Those are my conclusions around the two biggest areas of the tax proposals that are right now in conference between the Senate and the House. The estate tax and the increase in the standard deduction. Just overall, keep telling your story. Just keep telling how your good work is saving lives. That's what my research tells me. Really big thanks to Robert Sharp and Barlow Mann at the Sharp Group. They are at sharpnet.com. Those guys pointed me in the direction of a lot of the research that I just spent my time, getting bleary-eyed going through. But they're smart guys, and they also produce terrific planned giving pre-published materials. I have a lot of clients who use Sharp Group plan giving brochures and booklets. So if you want to keep telling your story, the Sharp materials can help you do it. They really have very, very good stuff. So you could check out sharpnet.com, and thanks again to those two guys.